Hello guys, it's Max here from Daily Market Movements. Welcome to another episode where today we're going to be analysing the S&P500 followed by the Nasdaq100 and the Dow Jones30 for the final time this week. Just before I start today's video, anyone who's interested in receiving my trading signals as well as my daily market research, then make sure you visit my website dailymarketmovements.com. The website link is in the description of today's video. So to join, just scroll down, click on that link which will take you to my website. Once on the website, you can join by clicking this join now button. But let's get started with today's video. S&P 500 has come under pressure. We've just seen the closing bell and we've ended the day down 1.4%. We have actually paired some losses going into the close. We were trading as low as 5,100. Now, this was an area of support where the 50-day EMA sits, and we went to go and test a 50-day EMA before finding some buyers that stepped back in. Now, the good news is that I don't think that this is the start of anything bigger than what we're currently seeing right now. I actually see it as a fantastic buying opportunity. Now, I was actually quite fearful that we were going to see a decline during today's or going into next week's sessions, and that was just largely due to the fact that during yesterday's very sharp rally higher, we didn't actually break above the previous swing high. So we are, we currently find ourselves trading within this minor downtrend here. At the top, well, currently at all-time highs. So this is an area where I do think that value can be found, and it does offer some good buying opportunities as we go into the new week. I think, what we're seeing today is just investors not wanting to take risk with the news headlines of Iran saying that they're going to attack Israel, and the US basically coming out saying that this is, in fact, a serious threat. And warning Iran not to. So I think, lots of investors just don't really want to be exposed to that news. But what should be known as well is that war is actually surprisingly never a massive, bearish catalyst for the stock market in the medium to longer term. Sure, there might be some shocks in the short run, but medium to long term, war doesn't really have much of an impact. And, a great example of this would be the Gaza and Israel conflict. Since then, the market has shot up significantly higher. And then just quickly moving over to the Nasdaq100, again, similar to the S&P 500, we have fallen sharply today, down 1.6%. We haven't quite gone and tested the 50-day EMA, but we did do that on Wednesday, of course. Again, I see this as a fantastic buying opportunity. Not much damage has been done here, technically speaking, and I think that as we go into next week, we could potentially see some more buying pressure, providing that there isn't any, crazy headlines over the weekend with regards to Iran attacking Israel. And then finally, last but not least, the Dow Jones30 looking a little bit more bearish here. We have seen a significant breakdown. It does look likely to me that we are going to, maybe even go and test a 200-day EMA. Of course, the Dow Jones has some exposure to banks, and we've had the likes of JP Morgan down 6% today. A lot of other financials such as Goldman Sachs, which is also present in the Dow Jones 30, was trading negatively as well. But, the good news is that on the RSI, we are now approaching the oversold territory. RSI reading of 34, and this is what we kind of needed here after those massive gains since October. So we could see some buyers step back in before heading down towards a 200-day EMA to try and support levels. We'll have to see. Again, just looking at the dollar, we continue to see more strength here, and this is bad news for the US equity market. This was a asset that I actually thought would depreciate rather significantly from now into the end of summer, but we're just not quite seeing that. So this is something that would have to turn over if we are to see higher equity prices. And then finally, looking at the 10-year yield, very similar to the dollar, we've seen the TNX continue to move higher. We need this to roll over if we are wanting to see higher US equity prices. Team, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. Of course, today is the final session of the week, so I wish you all a happy weekend. Don't forget, if you've got any spare time and you want to give my trading signal group a go, then make sure you visit my website dailymarketmovements.com to subscribe. Have a lovely weekend all, and I look forward to seeing you all next week.